Oh, hey, how's it going, everyone? You know, it's a lovely day in the desert. Actually, it's not even really a desert. It's kind of like some horrible wasteland where atomic weapons were dropped and zombies just started killing everyone. This is horrible. Alright, anyways, let me turn down the music a bit so you guys can actually hear me. There we go. It's just a soft, melodious sound. Just fall asleep to it. So peaceful. Alright, anyways, though, in today's episode of our how-to series, we're gonna be talking about none other than the Redstone repeater. Now, you probably have seen this before. You've probably have seen this someplace before. You've probably seen it in other people's YouTube videos. You've probably have seen it in some of my videos that I've done. But the repeater is basically an essential item for any redstone machine you're going to build. So, anyways, though, let's actually dive into what a repeater is for. Now, there's three basic functions of a repeater. The first function is the repeater will act as a redstone signal extender, which is, as you can see here. See, it's quite a long signal. Because before in our previous episode I kind of showed you how far the redstone signal is actually capable of traveling from something called an origin source. Now this is what I like to call the origin source. This could be a redstone torch, this can be a lever, it can be a pressure plate, it can be a button. Anything that emits a redstone signal from here on out, I'm going to call an origin source. But in our previous episode, I didn't exactly tell you because I wasn't recording my voice back then, but in the previous episode I kind of showed you how far a redstone signal by itself can travel from the origin source. And what we do is we use something called a redstone repeater to extend that signal. Now, the redstone signal itself can only travel 15 blocks. That's as far as the signal will travel. On the 16th redstone block, however, the signal will not travel any further. However, though, if you end up placing a redstone repeater down, I was just trying to show you. If you end up placing a redstone repeater down on the 16th block here, you're going to notice that it's going to power up and the signal is going to start extending itself again. Basically what happens is that even though the redstone dust itself won't power on the 16th block, if there's redstone dust on the 15th block, it'll power whatever is on the 16th block. So it's just like here, if I put a piece of sandstone there, and I put a redstone lamp, the redstone lamp is activated because this 15th piece of redstone dust is powering the 16th block. But it will not power the 16th redstone. So keep that in mind. Alright, so that's what the extender does. Now, the redstone repeater also acts as something called a diode. Now, for the less tech-savvy people, a diode is just an electrical component which limits the flow of energy into one direction. So, so for this example, I have a redstone repeater hooked up to two different levers here. This is lever number 1, this is lever number 2. Now, anyways, what's going to happen is, you can see it by the arrow too. The way I'm facing right now, everything going from here on out, the redstone signal will actually travel from the south end of the repeater and will output on the north end. However, if I were to power this lever, energy signal or the redstone signal would stop right here, and the repeater would not let it go any further than this piece of redstone dust. And I will show you in this example. So we flipped on the lever, got power going through both ends here. So we got 3 redstone dust here that's emitted, we have the repeater which is emitting energy, which is essentially extending the signal once more, and then these 3 pieces of redstone are also emitting. So let's just go ahead and turn that off. And as I showed you before, or as I told you before, the repeater acts as a diode. So if I flip this switch on, only these 3 will light up. The repeater will not allow the energy to travel to these 3 blocks here. Just show you one more time. And we'll go over here. Whoops. There. Alright, now here's the third function of a repeater. The repeater can also act as a delay. It can also act as a delayer. I don't know if that's the right terminology that people like to use, but that's kind of the terminology I use. Now the repeater has 4 different settings, and I'll just show you right here. Some people designate this as setting 0. I personally like to designate it as setting 1. Let me turn off this music. It's kind of distracting me. There we go. Okay, so we'll call this setting 1, setting 2, setting 3, and setting 4. Now, at the current setting that it's at, setting 1 here, will delay the signal the least amount of time. And with each time you increase the setting mark, that'll also increase the amount of time that the redstone signal is delayed. So here, I don't know the exact timing, but I think it's like 0.1, that's 0.3, 0.6, 0.9. It's something like that. But anyways, I'll just kind of show you here. Now all these repeaters here are going to be set on their first setting, so which means the redstone signal is going to travel the fastest through them. Alright, let's see, how can I do this? Alright, we'll do it like this. Alright, you see that? Now I turn the redstone, if I turn the lever off, now it's kind of a cool little effect. And I'll set the repeaters to their second setting. And you do this by right clicking too, forgot to mention that. Notice how it's a little slower? And now we're going to do the third setting. Again, you just right click. A lot slower than the first or second setting, huh? Alright, now we're going to put the repeater on its final setting. And this is going to be very slow. Oops. Very slow. Oops. And then you can just right click again to put it back to its default setting. And now, this is just me kind of showing you what a redstone repeater, or how you can use like a combination of redstone dust and redstone repeaters to kind of influence your circuits a little bit. And these are kind of set on their final settings. I don't even know why. Actually, no, we'll do this. There we go. This will be able to show you a little bit better. Okay, so before I end up activating the lever, I'm going to kind of explain to you how this works. As I showed you, I believe in this example over here, the redstone signal can actually power a block, or it can power a solid block that's directly in front of it. So when this repeater is activated, this repeater is going to power this block, and this block is actually going to power this redstone lamp right here. And two, what's also going to happen, since this repeater is powering this block right here, it's also going to emit a signal that this redstone repeater can interpret, and in turn will power this it'll power this block right here, which will activate this redstone lamp. And what'll also happen too is that this powered block here will also power this redstone dust. Now, as long as the redstone dust has a definitive way it's operating, or I guess, okay, here, this is actually a better way of showing you. As you can see, it's not actually pointing directly at the block, it kind of makes this little detour here. And I'll kind of show you what happens. It's not powering the block here, the sandstone block, because it's not making a direct connection. But if I were to destroy this dust right here, now it does, and it completes the circuit. So let's go ahead and turn it off. And the repeaters are on their default setting right now. So let's just increase the setting a little bit, whoops, just like that. A little bit slower. Now you'll notice that this one will turn on kind of slow, this one will turn on kind of slow, but this one will turn on almost instantly because there's no redstone repeaters here slowing down the redstone signal. Let's do it one more time. Put the repeaters on their third setting, and you'll notice that these two blocks will still be powered on very slowly, this one almost instantaneously, and that one a little slowly as well. Put the repeaters on their final setting. Let me check something. Okay. And let's mix it up a bit. So let's put this repeater on its final setting, let's put this one on its third, and let's do this on its final setting as well. And you'll notice that this block will activate, well here, actually it's just easier to show you. And now let's say too, if I were to replace this redstone dust with two redstone repeaters, put them on their final setting, and the signal is going to travel very slowly. Can I show you what happens to the repeaters really quick? Alright. It's very slow in activating. Alright, now let's just set the time to 1000, make it daytime again. So that's pretty much it for the redstone repeater. I mean, there's kind of nothing else to really show you about it until we get into actual circuits. And in the next episode of our redstone tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a redstone clock. And a redstone clock kind of relies heavily on these redstone repeaters here to actually kind of create like an infinite loop so you can repeat certain functions all the time. Redstone clocks are pretty useful, but I'm not going to talk about them too much more because, well, this episode's by redstone repeaters. So other than that, though, there's nothing else to really teach you guys, so I will talk to you guys in the next episode then, I suppose, huh? Alright, see you guys later. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, to remember to share this video with your grandma. Believe me, she'll love these videos. Let me tell you something. My grandma certainly does. She really doesn't. I actually have no clue she does, so... yeah, just share them with your grandma anyways. Oh yeah, don't pay attention to those. Alright, see you guys in the next episode.